college football playoff preview and a chance for a top 10 team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Saunders. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse.
There he goes. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Off the RPO, complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Line getting set on second down. The give to the tailback. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air, using the quick game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Snap in the shotgun. Keeps looking downfield. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's West. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And as it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the tight end outside. Smashes through the tackle. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Tripped up for the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Gain of 2. 1st and goal, 1.
The early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The offense tried to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around. And then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet. It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The sure hands, it's Saunders. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Dennis. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going to the running game. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They're going to run it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Gators! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Smith. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. The defense, they better check themselves.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the catch. It's Dennis. Open space at the 25. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
This quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice...
Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got him.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Peppers. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Peppers. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sending the offense back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Trying the left side. Runs through a tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kamara. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Caves. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 11 over Buffalo. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to get the corner. Still running at the 40. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
The Gators are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Peppers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll keep it on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Saunders. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Florida! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That one pushes this.